Hi, everyone. This is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here to do some pop-up readings, intuitive readings, channel readings, whatever you would like to call it. So I am a psychic medium for those of you who are new to my channel, and I read tarot, I read oracle, I channel messages from spirit, however those messages may come through. So it is a $15 love donation, which you can do through Super Chat or through the PayPal link in the description box. I'm going to give it a few minutes for everyone to hop on and share it to my Facebook. So anyone who is joining in, thank you for being here. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment, let me know who you are, where you're from, that sort of thing. So I know I said I was going on at 8, so it's 7:59 right now. So I'll give it a few minutes while I'm doing this. Hey, Danny, how are you? Yeah, Jason and I decided to go on Thursday, just because I have my long day tomorrow at work, 12 hours. So, um, you know, I decided to get on a little earlier today, and good. I'm glad. Yeah, and I watched your video today too, or some of it. I had to end up taking a drive today, like a long drive. I actually went back. I was feeling almost nostalgic, so I went back to my hometown, and it was a nice drive. It was a nice drive. Me and Charlie went out there, and it takes me about an hour to get there, but I went. I haven't. My whole family is from there, and a lot of my family is buried there as well, and I never go up there. And I mean, I connect to them anyway, but um, I don't know. I was just compelled to go there, and I didn't go anywhere but the cemetery. And I felt completely at home. I had a blanket and everything. Me and Charlie sat in the back of the truck, and I wrote in my journal and listened to some of your video. But yeah, it was a beautiful day, and yeah. So um, but yeah, it's been a good day. There's some people that seem to be having a rough time. I'm just trying to stay as grounded as possible, because there's a lot of shifts happening. I'm not going to say that I'm not going through the motions, because I definitely am. I'm having to check myself all the time, all the time. Trying to stay in the present moment, not thinking about too much, not trying to rationalize too much, and, just being in the moment. But yeah, like the stuff that you sent me was crazy. So is that what it is? And then we have full moon on Friday. Yeah, on Friday, which I definitely want to like go somewhere for that, because I feel like it's going to be a powerful one. But I might end up having to work. We'll see. One of my coworkers is having a really hard time, so I just hope that anyone who does see this video and feels compelled to send some loving prayers to Katrina. Her and her family are going through a really, really tough time. So yeah, I feel for a man, but I might have to end up covering. So we'll see. I get off at 9. I could always go to the boat landing after that, so I don't really have to go far. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so how's everyone doing tonight? I'm hoping that we'll get some more people in here. Um, they definitely wanted me to try to get out as many messages as possible this week, especially on the pop-ups. So especially now that I have time. And listen, I'm going to go ahead and let everyone know. Okay, so anyone that does hop in here that is normal to my channel, So I know my tribe members know, which I haven't posted in there in a while, but um, my birthday is not this weekend, but next weekend. Hey, Jennifer, how are you doing? Um, so my birthday is next weekend. I will be out of town that weekend. So you'll still see me throughout the week, but that weekend, there will be no cell reception. There won't be any electronics whatsoever. It's going to be a complete retreat, and I am so freaking excited. And then about 2 weeks after that, I'm going to California with my aunt. So I will be gone for a whole week. But hopefully, we'll be able to get on kind of in between things, because I feel like some things will be shared, and I definitely want y'all to be a part of that with me. So yeah, but I will be gone for a full week, so you won't see me as much that week. It will that? Yeah, because I'm leaving the ninth. Yeah. So yeah, but for anyone who's popping in that doesn't know what's going on, I am doing intuitive readings, card pulls, channeled messages, whatever that may be, for you and how they want to come out. So it's $15 minimum donation. You can use Super Chat or PayPal, link is down below. If you know someone that would be interested, please share it. And yeah, we'll see. Otherwise, we're just going to chit chat. I do want to, yes, yes. Super excited. I need it. Usually around my birthday, I'm very busy moving around, traveling, that kind of thing. So I like to explore and go on adventures around my birthday, just because I never used to do it before, but I'm definitely getting into it now, and I like it. So. But yeah, if no one wants a card pulled, I want to try something new. So we'll see if that kind of starts things off. Or maybe we can just pull some cards. But I was really compelled to try a new spread that I saw from another reader, but like with my own twist, because I always do my own twist. But it's like revealing the mask, right? Revealing the mask. So I want to try something with the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Hey, Colby, where it's like, what? Okay. What is the divine masculine showing to the divine feminine, and what is actually underneath the surface, and vice versa? So how we're looking at each other, and then what messages or lessons is that going to be teaching the divine twins, the twin flames, right? Hey, Nicole. So let's try that. We'll wait for a few more people to jump in. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, like many of my lovely people, thank you, thank you, thank you for always showing up. Y'all are amazing. So first I want to start off with the feminine. How does the divine masculine see the divine feminine? So coming out as the King of Staffs. So they are seeing the feminine as someone who has it all together. I almost feel like they're a little intimidated by it, to be honest. Okay. And how is the divine feminine seeing the divine masculine? And I'll go deeper into this in a second. How is the divine feminine seeing the divine masculine? Obviously hesitant as usual. Oh, there we go. Of course. Slow moving. But the good thing is I love the Knight of Pentacles, because even though the Knight of Pentacles takes a really long time, the Knight of Pentacles always gets what he wants. He always takes his slow, steady efforts, but it's like taking the necessary effort, putting the necessary steps in order to achieve his goal. He always reaches the finish line because he never burns out. But they are definitely seeing the divine feminine as someone who has already achieved what they need to achieve. They are seeing you as the king on the throne, with all its pleasures. They're looking at you like you're the inspiration of why they're taking these steps, right? They see you as driven. They see how generous you are with your passion and your heart. They see how you can see the bigger picture and the grand scheme of things when it comes to the universe and all of its workings. Yeah, like they're seeing you as the solid foundation that they need. Okay. They see you're the one in charge, really. That's how it's coming out. Okay. How is the divine feminine actually feeling underneath the surface? What is the divine masculine not seeing? And again, for anyone who does not know, just because I say divine feminine or divine masculine, the sexes can be reversed. You can be a divine feminine and be a man in this life. So if you are more in touch with your emotions, having more psychic abilities, and you are the pursuer of the twin flame, then you are most likely the feminine. Okay. Hey, Debbie. So, just take it how it resonates. But what is the divine masculine not seeing, and how? Okay. Okay. Huh. So they're not seeing the battle that you have just gone through. Okay. Um, it's almost like they don't see what kind of mental turmoil you have been through, and how sometimes we can still keep ourselves trapped there. Um, it's like we know that a cycle is ending, but yet it's like it wants to be upright. It wants to say, okay, I've let go, but I can't. Um, and they're not seeing this internal battle that the feminine is dealing with, because on the outside they look calm, cool, collected. They're getting their riches, they're doing their thing, they have their life in order, they're moving up, they have authority in their life, they're standing up for themselves. They really see like you're it. Not only are you in charge of your life, but you have it all. That's really what it feels like. Like the spotlight is on you. Okay. So is what is underneath the surface for the divine masculine? What is the divine feminine not seeing? Hi, Jessica. How are you? Hi, Pina. So I'm trying out a new spread. I'm doing what is underneath the surface for the twins. I'm curious. If this is resonating with anyone, let me know. What is underneath the surface for the divine masculine? Okay. That they're trying to create balance. This is what you're not seeing, feminine. Okay. They are trying to find that joy in their life again. They're trying to find the flow, and yeah, and most of them don't. And it's because, we try to keep it under wraps. We're trying to be strong and keep that connection alive. And they don't see the work that we're actually doing, all the purging, right? All the cycles that we're going through in order to create this stability, because it's been tough, it's hard, it's mentally exhausting, but they're doing their work too. Okay. They're finding that peace. Can you see it? That clarity. They're finding the joy in life, having fun, trying to balance different aspects of their life out. But they're working on it slowly, but they're working on it. Okay. And especially with the infinity symbol here and the top pinnacle. Okay. So I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's a little infinity symbol there. So this talks about that connection and that flow of energy that never dies. Okay. And bringing in the balance between the light and the dark, and the balance within the twins. So we have the light and the dark, the yin and the yang, right? So even if it looks like they're not doing the work, they are. Okay. Yeah. And the overall energy is the Knight of Swords. So yeah. And for both of you, okay, for the divine feminine and divine masculine, it's like coming to there might have been this aha moment, something that happened very quickly with a decision that had to be made, and you had to go into introspection to figure out what was going to create this stability. And I feel like a lot of this is on more of the divine feminine side, and the divine masculine is doing it, but they're just doing it at a slower pace, where we're probably like, okay, let's just face this head on, and let's get to the real shit, right? Let's make sure we get all this out before they come back. So you're not wasting any time on releasing yourself from those things that are holding you back. Yeah. And I feel like even we have the Four of Wands here, there's going to be reunion. This is talking about that portal between the twins. Now, when you go through this divine feminine, what's on the other side of that is, oh, poor masculines. Okay, so we have the 10 of staffs, the 3 of swords, the 7 of swords, the tower, the 5 of swords, the 5 of staffs. Yeah, there's a lot that's going to happen in order for that breakthrough to happen, where the emotions come through for the divine masculine. But there's a lot of weight on their shoulders right now. Hi, Christina. So in reality, Jennifer, you have no clue what they're going through either, because that's a lot of heavy shit. We got one of these. They got the Tower, the 10 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Swords. So not only are they fighting with themselves, but they're having these walls come crashing down on them, and they're just trying to keep the momentum going and trying to keep the balance in their life, because you done disrupted shit. Is what I am hearing. Okay, so what is the message or lesson with all of this from the divine, please? Why are the twins going through this at this moment? You know, Jessica, it's actually funny because I've been doing a lot of research. Let me see if I can get a card real quick before I go into that. What is the lesson? Okay. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So the lesson, the lesson here in all of this is about making clear decisions on what suits the individual best at the time, even if it's not what you want it to look like, right? A lot of what I've been hearing is most of us are not ready. We call in, we want the twin flame, but we are not ready or nor anywhere near prepared to have this connection. And most people, my friend just sent me an article about it saying that most either one or both will end up running from this connection because it's not anything like they've ever experienced before. But it's about knowing what you really want and moving towards it, right? With the Seven of Cups, the Six of Staffs, and the Knight of Staffs. Having confidence and knowing what you're going after. And that's the difference. So, okay, there's a lot of signs of twin flames. I just saw one video that was posted. Um, it's like before you even meet your twin, pretty much both of you are already on the level of knowing that there is someone out there for you, that your person is out there, whether you're ready or not, whether you're looking, right? And most of the time, if you are looking, you ain't ready. Okay. The majority of the time, and I've heard this my whole life, that the real stuff comes when you least expect it. And let me tell you, that couldn't have been any more true for me. But it is one of those things where you already are like calling each other in. You're setting that intention out there that you are open, right? And so you might even sense that this person is out there, like you feel them, you're having visions, whatever the case may be. Then you actually meet each other. I've heard a lot of people, including myself, when I met like eye contact, I still can't remember if I actually saw his face. The moment I turned around and looked in his eyes, it was like, good God, right? My heart, my breath, everything, time stood still. And it was like, wait, what? What just happened? Who is it? No, confusing, intriguing. I was very curious. Who is this person? I want to know them. I feel like I have known them my entire life, and I know nothing about them. You know what I'm saying? It's like that instant recognition. So then usually what happens is it scares one or both. You go into separation. Then it's the chase and the runner, right? Usually one is running, which is the divine masculine on most cases, and the divine feminine is usually the pursuer. Then what happens is you go into surrender, divine feminine. You go into surrender and understand that the more that you work on yourself and hold that sacred space for the two of you and allow room for both of you to evolve, then you're holding that space for each other. And it's an unconditional love. Let me tell you, so unconditional. It's craziness. But once you go into that surrender, then it's about that patience. And it usually does come together unless you have agreed to not come into union. Maybe there is a soulmate involved, which could still make your divine counterpart happy, and that's about that unconditional love, whether is with you or not. And I didn't get through the full article, but from what I understand is those are a lot of the stages or signs of a twin flame. And we can have many forms of soulmates, okay? But twin flames, you only have one. It is your true other half. It feels like home. It can be very confusing, but also very intriguing at the same time. It is not an easy process by any means, but it makes there's a lot of mirroring. So there could be a lot of triggers involved. And that's why it can get very confusing. But the more aware and honest you are with yourself, the easier it is to move through the transitions. Okay. So, okay, good. I'm glad. So, yeah. It is. Our cycles are their cycles too. And it's like, you have to know what is best for you at this time. Like when my guy came in, he fired me up so bad. And I was the pursuer, I was the chaser, and I just wanted to be around him no matter what that looked like. But then I wasn't respecting his space or his boundaries. And I had to move into that unconditional love where it's like, okay, well, you know what? Am I ready? I'm not. I'm not. And I knew that. I knew that before I even pursued that I was not ready. And so it's really time for me to look at those patterns. And it also made me realize that I still had issues with codependency. I still have issues with trust. I still have issues around relationships with men in general. So, just by me meeting him, and I even sent him something today, which I was surprised that he looked at because he hasn't looked at some of the things that I've sent him before. He does, and sometimes he doesn't, but I know he watches, like he keeps tabs. But it was just like me apologizing for things that I brought to the table that I haven't apologized for yet. Letting him know that he inspires me even without him knowing it, and that by me meeting him helped me realize the things that I still needed to release. And thank you, like, thank you, because I wasn't respecting your space, and I wasn't respecting that you needed that time and space for yourself, and I wasn't being responsible with that. So I respect it now, and I get it, and thank you for being you. So and I'm sure it'll probably take him a little while to, because then it was like, oh my god, he actually read it, and all that stuff started coming back up, and it's like, well, why hasn't he responded? It's like, no, Jess, he probably needs a while to really take that in. I mean, I'm sure that's a lot for someone who barely knows him to come through with that, but it's from the heart. And I think that's why I needed to go to my hometown today, in order to just be by myself and listen to my higher self, and, listen to my heart. And that was my truth. So, um, yeah, yeah. Well, and that's the thing too. A lot of the things around the whole twin flame and separation, which is a natural cycle for the twin flame, I found out. But it's more about working on yourself, your issues, holding that space, that self love, that self care for self, and also honoring that space for them, right? Not like, oh, they're not talking to me, they're below, they're this, they're that. No, it's okay, they're obviously going through things. There's no reason for judgment. If you really feel like this is your twin, then you're gonna feel this understanding, and like, okay, well, you got stuff to work through. Yes, I want to be here for you, but you can be there for them in the 5D. You don't have to be here in the 3D, because that connection's still there. Trust me, it's there. It's there. Hi, Russell. How are you? So, yeah, for anyone who is joining in and would like an intuitive reading, I am doing a $15 love donation. You can do that through PayPal or through Super Chat. So, and it will be personal, whatevs. But yeah, I was just trying to do a little divine twin flame spread. So I don't think anyone has donated yet. No. Okay. So, but yeah, so back to that, it's like knowing what you want, what is going to suit your needs, and moving towards that. Now, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, Three of Pentacles. So it's talking about like really investing and working through the pain of the past. Hi, Terry. Nice to see you. Because there's still a lot of discomfort. There's a lot of dissatisfaction. And you know, it's telling you that you don't need to go through it alone. So like y'all are, we're coming out as fire and earth. So the divine masculine is coming out on earth and as earth, and the divine feminine is coming out as fire. So this is talking about y'all working together, right? And no matter what, when you are working on yourself, you're also working on your connection with them. And that's just how the connection works. But I do see that there's a little bit of fluctuation here. So maybe, especially with it being a page, maybe once you feel that their vibration shifts from the night, you know, and that you finally feel like they're up to your level, you can come through with this message of, hey, you don't need to go through this crap alone, right? We can do this healing together, that Two of Cups. Let's help each other grow strong and peaceful and go through this dark period alone, these really tough changes. We'll see why we went through everything we did, right? So that's really powerful. So would anyone like a reading? I can tell you, like, I'll stay on for an hour, but if no one wants one, then I'll hop off then, because I got a long day tomorrow. So what's going on with everyone? Let's pull some love cards. Lover's Oracle. What messages does the collective need to hear today? Freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So again, you know, don't get in your own way. There's no reason for all that. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. And reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. And that's talking about that mirroring shit, that twin flame. Okay, y'all are just going through, well, we are going through the changes, right? And close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. And that's talking about even with the separation, you still deserve to feel joy and happiness. And by working on yourself and moving into that love, right? Thank you, Nicole. Go ahead and post your question, babe. General love guidance. Okay. So look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is deep as an ocean. So you can feel that connection is there, y'all. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Let me tell you right now, if you do not feel fulfilled by yourself, if you do not enjoy your own company, if you are constantly seeking outside validation, you are not ready for your divine counterpart. Okay. Trust, transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So once you see it for what it really is, and you realize that you and your mental issues are what's in the way, like, I'm not talking to you, Siri, but we have to be able to do the work on ourselves. And once we get to that space of, I'm good, that, right, that King of Wands energy, I'm on my throne, I have everything I need, all I need is my partner to balance it out. And it's like, it is a bonus. It is not creating, it is not like, your life does not revolve around another person. Okay, you should never stop what your divine purpose is. When you meet up with your twin, more than likely y'all will be doing the work together. So it just all depends. It all depends. All right, so Nicole, general love guidance. What does Nicole need to hear in regards to love today? How is Nicole feeling about love today? That is the question they want to know. How is Nicole feeling towards love today? Okay. Ooh. All right. What is your sign, Nicole? Before I say anything. Are you dealing with an air sign? Oh. Oh, this came out for you last time too. You have the air sign and the water sign. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Right? Am I right? This is what came out, I believe, last night too. The air sign and the water sign. Yeah. Okay. So the water sign just kind of like popped out. I feel like he's just kind of there. But the air sign, I feel you have some sort of past connection to. Okay, with the Six of Cups energy here. Now they're both coming out as kings, but you have the Four of Staffs with this air sign, with this Gemini. Okay. So I want to see, what are the Gemini's intentions towards Nicole? Woo! Shit! Oh, you see that, girl? You see that? He wants to give you all that in a bag of chips. He wants to give you that home. He wants to give you that happiness. The sun. The sun. Holy shit. Oh my God, girl. So why is there this feeling that there's still this like focusing on the past, seeking out other possibilities? Is that coming from you? Because it does not feel like him. He is all about you. Be aware of your own emotions. Not you. Okay. Who does this have to deal with? Tell me. Let's put King of Cups over there. Who does this have to deal with? Oh my God, what is all this? Where is this coming from? Who is this? Tell me. What sign? I'm getting Scorpio, Virgo. Who is this? Be clear, please. I am nosy as hell, so tell me. You know, I want to know. Who is it? Give me a sign. You better not hold back from me, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah. Aries, Leo, Sag. There it is. Your epiphany moment. Okay. Listen, okay. Yeah. Well, listen, and I don't know if that's necessarily spirit more as your ego, because there are still some fears involved. And it's due to your spiritual path. And I feel like some of it is still being affected by your past with the Four of Cups. Okay. Um, Spirit's telling you, here it is. Here's what you've been hoping for. But you feel like there's still a different direction to possibly take. So even though you're not running, it's still there, right? And this is why the moon's coming out, because you're not sure. There's this lack of clarity. And if you don't get clear, that tower is going to come in and make it very fucking clear for you. Okay. But the fact that I asked, you saw me, I said, who is it? I'm nosy. I want to know. That's your card. This is part of your aha moment, okay? So even though he's coming in with all of this, I mean, what? Past life connection, stable foundation, possible twin flame energy there. You have happiness, all the freaking happiness. And there's still this energy that's kind of like stopping the flow. So maybe it's you being focused, or, maybe you worrying about his third party relationships, or because with the Four of Cups, there are three right there, right? So maybe it could be you worrying about the third party relationship and, not focusing on what he's trying to offer you. Yeah. Well, listen, the way he's feeling towards you, and it's all about divine timing. If you are being impatient, then you're stopping the flow. That's the state of surrender for the whole twin flame thing, right? It will happen in divine timing. There's no reason to rush it, because the way that I look at it is you don't want them to show up with their baggage at the front door, and they don't want you showing up with your baggage at the front door either. So it's one of those things where you got to open up. You got to let go a little bit. Quit trying to control the situation. So what does this Gemini want Nicole to know? Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. What does he want Nicole to know? Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. That is another twin flame card that is telling you, and listen, if you have not watched that Honor the Space video that I did, you need to go and watch it. It is true, like honoring that space, giving them that space. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Honor the connection, honor that space, let him have what he needs in order to figure his stuff out. You can still put it to him in the 5D. I am here for you. I support you. I continually will pray for you to find your happiness and your peace. And when you are ready, I am here waiting on you. Right? Yeah, because there's love there, girl. Okay. What does Nicole want this Gemini to know? If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. I feel like y'all are talking to each other through the heart. Yeah, there's the twin flames. Okay, twin flames. Look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only being true to yourself that you can be true to others. And that's what your higher self is telling him, right? And that's why this connection hasn't come together, is because your higher self has already said, this is my person. He's saying the same thing. I know you're it, but you need to figure out what it is that you want and come from your heart space, not over rationalizing. Look inside yourself, right? Face your emotions, get in check, and don't make any, don't come back to me based out of guilt. I want you to come back home because this is where you know you belong, right? Okay. So that's what your higher selves are telling each other. That's fucking beautiful. I hope that helps. Does that make sense? Yeah, I wouldn't even worry about this motherfucker. He's off to the wayside. Would anyone else like a reading? I am here for about another 15 minutes, if not. You're so welcome. I really hope that helps. But yeah, listen, there's nothing easy about this stuff, man. I'm sorry. Oh, goodness gracious. I know there is nothing easy about this journey, and all you can do is hold space and love, and keep working on yourself. Have adventures, love your life, do your thing. The more you embrace and truly enjoy your life and keep moving forward and staying dedicated to your passion and your divine purpose, the more you are creating space for them to do the same. Mother Earth, okay? You were called upon to help with environmentalism. So this is about, having that impact on the world. Yeah, blossoming. Like, all of us, especially those on the twin flame journey, we're here to raise the vibration of the planet. So, like, you are just getting started. So have patience with yourself and the process. Do not give up, because, like, from what Dove and Nicole say from Twin Flame Revolution, it is our duty. It is our duty that if we know our twin is here, and whether we have met them or have not met them, but we know that they're here, right? And of course, there's always that chance that you're not meant to be with your twin flame this life. And again, that comes with the unconditional love. You have to allow them to live their life, whether that's with you in it or not, as long as they are happy, right? And even if they're not, we still have to hold that space for love. That's what it all comes down to, is love and understanding, compassion. That's a constant theme in this life. So, but you still have that duty as a light worker. You still have to keep moving forward and raising that vibration for yourself and for everyone around you. And in doing so, you're doing the same for them. And listen, they'll meet you. They'll meet you. So yeah, bringing peace, nurturing. There is no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. They're coming in. And listen, again, that Knight of Pentacles energy, they're taking this sweet ass time. It probably will. Do not expect a call tomorrow. Okay, it might happen, it might not. But that's the thing. When you release the attachment, and that is full surrender. And I had to catch myself today. Like, for a split second, I was like, oh my God, are they going to write back? Nope, Jess, it doesn't even matter. You ain't even going to check. You're not going to check. And You're just going to let them sit in that love, and hopefully they accept it. And I will continue to go about my life and spread my messages and help as many people in the process through what I'm going through. And um, that's the beautiful part about it. We have that free will, we have that choice, and we can always choose to realign with love. Always. We can also choose fear. Years and years ago, before I even got into this lifestyle, it was it actually came from for those of you who don't know, there's a lot of addiction that runs in my family, and my grandmother was in rehab, and her sponsor actually told my mother, it's your choice, peace or chaos. And I was like, I will choose peace. Thank you very much. So yeah, slow down, show simple acts of kindness. And um, that's funny because that's exactly what I did today. I decided to take a drive. I decided to slow down. Um, not really a destination in mind. I just felt like I needed to go. And I ended up exactly where I needed to be in a quiet space, to write in my journal, um, to have that connection, not only with Gaia, but with my loved ones. And I was able to show a simple act of kindness to my twin. And, you know, and I don't even want to call him that. Like, I don't like labels, um, you know, but I just feel like when you start putting labels on things, it just makes it more complicated. And it's just a way to define the connection. But in reality, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't, because love's love. So, um, but it doesn't matter. Like, it's just all about slowing down the pace of life and not getting wrapped up in everything, and allowing yourself to really take in this moment, see how everything's connected. Maybe there's going on a hike, walking down a nice trail, um, dreaming, having visions of you and your partner doing this energetic dance, flowing upstream together. Um, a simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. So it's like, even if you don't get what you're expecting from it, or, and that's the thing, going in without expectations, right? Oh, thanks, Colby. Love you too. Have you ever seen? Yes, very much so. um, well, and that was the thing. Like, okay, so there was, and I know because I have taken a vow. I have not, like, since my separation with my husband, which September will be 2 years. Um, I did have there was one person that came into my life. Um, it was actually my around my birthday last year, April of last year. Hey, Carisha. Um, and you know, it was one of those things where I wasn't as aware, and I got really wrapped up in his energy, and my spirit guides were trying to tell me, like, just take your time, and he kept trying to pressure and pressure and pressure, and I just couldn't give in to him. It was like, I like you, but not like that. And he was the only person that I had even kissed since my husband. And I haven't, and I promised myself, like, I'm not falling for that shit. I'm not gonna be sexual with anyone like that, because especially now I'm so heightened. But the last time that I hung out with my twin, whatever, my divine masculine, um, he did end up kissing me, and I was not expecting it because I was like, "We're just friends, right? Like, we're cool." Mm, mm-mm. After that, it created so much confusion, and, but it was actually before that, that was the most anxiety. What actually happened was, damn. Okay, so first off, I knew that I couldn't go, further than kissing with him, like, I just couldn't. No, mm-mm, I can't do that to yourself, and, it was just like, we're not ready. We're not ready for that," and I knew we weren't, so then it just dropped off again, and, it was a very confusing time because that's when I realized, like, why can't I let this person go? Why, when I'm around him, it just feels so natural and comfortable, but then when we're not talking, like, I don't even feel right. Like, most people, I would just be like, "Okay, whatevs. Screw you then." Um, not with him. It's totally different. So, it helped me move into my like, damn, I'm still codependent. I'm still having these jealousy issues. I still have trust issues, and it helped me work through my stuff. So it's all about how you look at it, and what if you're really aware. Like, I am so aware, and I dig for information. So when I get triggered, which is what anxiety is, when you're triggered, um, and sometimes you can feel their pain too. So I feel like, when we're anywhere in the same atmosphere, my heart rate changes. So that can kind of feel like anxiety. But if you're being triggered, then you need to be looking at what the actual trigger is, because that's what your energy is telling you need to fix. So, um, oh, Carisha, no, honey. I will let y'all know I have some Reiki going already. I started Reiki before I even started the video. So if anyone is open to receiving that, then just open yourself up to it. You've already probably been receiving it. Um, but yeah. Okay, so they're pulling me to the goddess cards for you, Carisha. Um, mhm. Start delegating. Ask others, including me, the Green Tara, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Well, Missy, have you been, yes. And that's where, like, okay, yes, it can get kind of obsessive. You think about them all the time. But when you come into this true state of surrender, it's like, okay, they're there. You honor that. You know they're there. You can feel them. You can see them. Um, there's still that connection in the 5D, whatever the case may be. But it's not obsessing to the point that it's controlling your life. Right? That's where it becomes unhealthy. If you can still get up in the morning, if you can still go to work, if you can still function properly, then you are in a state of surrender. Okay? Allowing things to take a natural course, that is where we need to be. Okay? Oh, you got the blossoming card, Carisha. Um, so this is okay. We also have the Schmidt. Okay, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So, first off, it sounds like you are constantly trying to do everything for by yourself, right? Not allowing other people to come in. I don't know why this pops in right now, but it's like when and I'm sure it's a meme. I've seen it somewhere. It's like when you're bitching and moaning about no one helping you around the house and finally you get some help and it's like, no, you're doing it wrong, let me just do it. Okay, that kind of shit. And listen, I have been there too. So even when someone steps in, you're just at a high anxiety because you're drained of your energy. But it's like you're not really allowing space for people to help you because you think it needs to look a certain way. And they used to call me OCD about that all the time. But you're not giving yourself enough credit, and it takes true strength to say, okay, listen, I'm tired. I need help. I need balance. I need some help around here. You know what? I need some time. I need some mommy time, right? Okay, Jennifer, I got you on the list, hon. Thank you. But it's one of those things where you need to start remembering how special you are, how strong you are, and refocus that energy instead of, like, okay, the whole hamster wheel thing where it's, going in circles, doing the job, doing this and doing that, and blah, 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 blah. And there's no downtime, right? You're focused on the house, you're focused on the car, you're focused on work, you're focused on this. But are you ever really focused on yourself? Do you have a routine every day? And listen, I'm guilty of it too, but do you have a routine where you are going within? And that's another thing. I'll tell you, the whole twin thing helped me start tuning in more instead of outwards. So yeah, you need to get back into a routine of focusing on Carisha. Okay, take that time and listen. Sometimes life can get so hectic, but the moment I lay my head down on my pillow, I just move into a state of gratitude. I start talking to my angels. I start tuning in, focus on my breathing, trying to quiet my mind. That is practice as well. It doesn't matter how you practice, it just matters that you do, right? So let's see what. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. So you're going to school, right? There might be something that you're working towards. Maybe something within your career, working up towards a position, honing in on your skills, your mad skills. Yeah, we have the Queen of Staffs here too. So it's telling you that you can do whatever it is that you want, okay? But you need to also work on, I don't know what the relationships look like in your life. I feel like I want to pull one of these because I almost feel like the detoxify your friendships is going to come up, like you're being affected by other people's energy. And so we have organized for success. So you might need to organize a few things in your life in order to not only create space for self, but help you move forward so you can get to where you need to be. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's about organizing. Okay, so first off, you need to know that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay. And again, don't, if you can't make that time for yourself, right? And I'll tell you right now, being a healer, just it sounds wonderful, and it is in a lot of ways. But being an empath, if you're picking up everyone's energy and you're not taking the time to clear that shit off of you, you are going to drain yourself even more when you step into this work. You have to know when and how to balance your energy. Like Colby, he's my little detector. He knows when I'm starting to drain, and he's like my little warning system. Hey, Jess, slow down, take a break. Okay, Colby. But it's we have to have that within ourselves too. I know that I get drained. I know that even before Colby says it, but when he says it and he confirms it, then it's like, okay, Jess, like just slow down. It's true though. So but there might be some things that need to be organized in your life in order to help balance those things out, so you have that time to start that, and really focusing on self and move into that energy. You can definitely start it as a part-time gig, and listen, ask your guides. They're like, ask us, ask us. So if you're not even really sure where to start, it's about asking for a sign. Like, okay, well, whether it be an article, maybe an event comes up, maybe there's a class that's being offered that's like, hey, that sounds like a great idea. I want to go do that. You should do it. That's them leading you to the steps that you need to take. Okay. Uh, yeah, yeah, I feel it. I have been woketh, right? And the moonlighting card just popped out too. But it's more about releasing the resentments, especially around money and the windfall of abundance. So um and this was one of the hardest things, and still is for me to learn for myself, is releasing that resentment about money, knowing that it's going to come the moment that I release control. Like, the more we worry about our bills, we're thinking about our bills, we're worrying about not enough money coming in and too much going out. That is exactly what we're going to get. So when we start focusing on all of our bills are taken care of, and that money is just flowing in. It's just flowing in. It is being exchanged for the energy that I am putting out. That is when things are going to happen for you. So it's about learning. I would start honestly with the law of attraction. If you haven't read or watched The Secret, that is a good starting point. Um, there's a lot of on law of attraction. God, you can even go back. There's a ton of videos that I posted with Ashley, where we did law of attraction, all the different chakra systems, all that kind of stuff. So, you might need to go back through the basics and learn the basics of everything. And then, once you start going through those processes, which all the videos that I posted on the chakra systems are all the information that you need to know, what it can cause, what are the symptoms, what it has to do with, how to unblock it. And there's also meditations in those videos too. So you can always go back and watch those. But you have unlimited resources and ideas, Carisha. There's going to be, once you move into this energy and realize how strong and intuitive you actually are, those downloads are just going to come in, but you need to trust them, right? Allow the change to happen. Don't be so resistant towards it. Okay. So exactly, Colby. Colby says, worry less about the how and more on or focus more on the allow. And that is so, so true. So, so true. Okay. So I hope that helps you, Carisha. But yeah, don't feel like you have to do it all on your own. Even if you can't count on those around you, you can count on spirit. All you got to do is ask. So, oh gosh. I went and did yoga today, y'all, and my knees are like, she worked me out. Okay, so Jennifer, did I get a question from you, babe? Let's see if you put it in the notes. No. All right. Not yet. Okay. So what's your question? What can I do for you? You so welcome, hon. You know I got you, girl. I got you. So yeah, for anyone who is joining in that doesn't know what's going on, I am doing a $15 love donation, intuitive readings. Okay, you are Capricorn, he is Leo. So anyone who would like a personal reading, you can either use the super chat donation, minimum $15, and or you can use the PayPal link down below. So let's see, love for Jennifer. Okay, you want to use this one. These are on the wrong deck. Those. Okay. Okay. Love for Jennifer, born under the sign of Capricorn and Leo, please. So how is Jennifer feeling towards this Leo? Okay. You're definitely getting messages from spirit from him. Okay. How is he feeling towards her? Oh, you woke him up. You woke him up. It's all about creating that solid truth, clarity, strength. Okay. I feel like this is a pretty undeniable bond here. We'll see where this goes. But how you're feeling is the angel's whisper. So maybe you feel like y'all can communicate telepathically, that your spirit guides have put you in each other's path for a reason. And the way that he looks at you is like this aha moment. Okay. Like, damn, right in my heart space. Okay. So let's see where this is going. How is she feeling towards this Leo, please? Okay. Well, we just started. How is she feeling towards him? Okay. Ah, Christina, I got you, girl. I got you. All right. Okay. And how is he feeling towards her, please? All right, y'all, come on. How is he feeling towards her, please? Be clear. He's wanting to come together. He's looking for that physical touch, new love. Okay, so either this is like a new phase in love for y'all, or this is y'all finally coming together, having those heart-to-heart talks and enduring everything that y'all have been through. Okay. Hi, T Rose. How you doing? Yeah. And it looks like, he's definitely waking up to this connection and wanting to be within like touching distance, right? So physical touch says, for some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it. So, this is almost that like courtship feel, right? Like, okay, if I come in, I know that I'm going to have to court her. And I almost feel like I just want to give her a hug right now. Like, I feel the need to connect on that physical level, where the way that you're looking at him, I do feel that there's definitely the messages coming through. I feel like you have been having visions about him too, or dreams. We have the choose love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. And that is choose love. So 3, it's also talking about manifesting this connection, even though it's not quite there yet. It's about choosing love and the transformation. Um, Seeing and feeling things into existence. Maybe there's some reminiscing going on, visions of past lives, that type of thing. Is that making sense? Okay. And so transformation just popped out. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So, this is definitely a transformation process. So let's see what he wants to say to you. What does he? Oh, geez, Lord. Okay, hold on. That was way too much. Way too much. Okay, be clear. Apparently he wants to say a lot. Okay, so, which we know the divine masculine has a hard time communicating their emotions, especially when they're not fully there yet. So, yeah, the transformation card popped out again. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. So, oh, thank you, Lynn. All right. Okay. So not only he's very aware of this transformation, okay? He feels this connection deepening. Um, he's also trying to open himself up to these possibilities. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is deep as an ocean. So, again, these messages, that are coming through are his higher self letting you know, okay, so he might be having a hard time with criticizing himself. I feel like this is also about worthiness. Like, he's having a hard time understanding, am I really worthy of this connection? So criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Okay, so that's what he wants to say to you. Um, God, he has a lot. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So, he's obviously reminiscing about things, whether that be from this life or past, but he's definitely stuck on this connection. And, maybe he's coming to this place in his life where he's like, what have I been doing this whole time? Maybe I haven't been living the best life possible or making the best choices. And now I've met this girl. She woke me up. I'm going through this transformation, and all I can think about is giving her a hug and wanting to be close. And oh my God, what is wrong with me? You know what I'm saying? You can see how that would get out of control for someone who doesn't have a lot of, doesn't have the capacity to control their emotions. So, and it won't stay on you. Did you cleanse it? Did you cleanse it before you put on tea, Rose? It might have too much outside energy on it. You might need to clean it off. You did? That's interesting. So I'm actually picking up a couple things on that. So maybe do some Reiki on it, bond with it a little bit. Okay. Wow. I don't know. There's something with the vibration there, though. Maybe it's having a hard time keeping up with your vibration. So, um, now what you want to say to him, okay, is look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way, and give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. And that's what I was saying. He's having a hard time feeling like he's deserving of this connection. And your higher self is telling him, like, you deserve this. You need to look inside yourself and figure out what is causing you to feel this way. This is powerful. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So even though he's going through these very significant changes, um, you know, it will all make sense when y'all come into union. Friendship, nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. So, just holding that space, being that support for him. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on one another, now is the time to give to yourself. So, that's saying that both of you need to be working on these things. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time and surrender. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go, and all will work out. Yeah. So that's what I got for you, girl. That's what I got for you. All right. So next, we have Christina. Christina, what is your question? Is Christina still in here? Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay. I gotta get up for this one. All right. So they want to talk more about your life purpose. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. That one. Girl, you opening up. Yeah. Fulfillment, releasing, comfort, inner child, strength, and awakening. So you could be doing a lot of work on the inner child right now. Yep. So, oh, good, Jennifer. I'm glad. So, yeah, you are opening up, my friend, receptivity and the internal light of love. So this is talking about you stepping into your light working abilities, using that however it may seem fit in your life, but it's about opening yourself up to the cosmic expanse of the universe and allowing the messages and the source to come in to not only bring that fulfillment, but to keep you in alignment with purpose. So, I am good. How are you? So, but yeah, there's a lot of gateways opening up for you that's helping you release this. And listen, all this purge energy that you're feeling, Christina, your angels are here helping you, like supporting you through this transition. Okay. Oh, thanks, Colby. So, they're helping you do this inner child work in order for you to find your strength. And this is the next phase of your awakening and your ascension. Okay. So they're like, open up to us. Like all these pictures are just the arms are wide open. She's walking, walking with her head held high, her arms are open. She knows when to come in close for security and asking for her angels to protect her through these times where it feels like I have been through the ringer. I am ready to let this go. I am ready to let the light in. And um with the awakening card, this is you coming into your full power. Okay. But if you have not started that inner child work, then that is definitely where you need to be starting right now. Um, because she goes from this state of contemplation, right? And allowing these messages to come in to see what her next step is and where to use her sword of truth, right? So, damn. Okay. Okay. I see you, Christina. What is there we go. Yeah. Divine Feminine. Remedy of the Grandmothers. Ooh, I have not gotten that one before. Oh, I'm like super excited. Where's my book? Okay, so not only do we have the master number 11, which again is portals opening up. Okay. The divine feminine yearns to reveal her way and her wisdom to you, that you may live passionately and purposefully. As you trust her inner guiding voice, you recognize the authentic desires and visions that move you from within. That are the seeds of your sacred mission. So I don't know if you're like, do you know what your abilities are? Do you know if you're clairvoyant? Are you seeing things in your mind's eye when you meditate, or maybe feel like you're astral traveling, visions, dreams, that kind of thing? Yeah. So pay attention to those signs, girl. Pay attention, because they're saying that's one of your abilities. Okay. So as you trust her inner guiding voice, you recognize the authentic desires and visions that move you from within. That are the seeds of your sacred mission. You shall experience the clarity and soul deep relief that only truth can bring. You shall experience a knowing of purpose that awakens your ability to live deliberately and experience deep fulfillment. I feel that. All right. So, Ayana vision is the blossoming awareness of your life purpose and true inner passion. I told you. I told you. You are being lovingly pushed to admit to your authentic and most passionate soul yearnings, becoming bold with honesty. What means so much to you that you are willing to give up all that you have held on to out of fear so that it may be? What matters enough to you that you would symbolically die and be reborn with all the endings and uncertainty such growth entails, so that your dream can become real? Don't turn away from your yearning out of fear, practicality, or any other excuse to replace faith with doubt. Your truth acknowledged will bring you peace, even if admitting it also means facing the personal transformation required to bring that truth to life in your world. When it is truth, it is healing. Embrace it. Mm, wow. Okay. So then we also have 23, which is the remedy of the grandmothers, which adds up to 5. So this is also about big life changes. Okay. So, abuela medicine, okay? Believe in the formidable power of healing, the transformation that it can provide for all aspects of your being and your life. Medicine comes in many forms from Great Spirit to facilitate healing of the body, mind, and of the soul, whether it is the correction of unhelpful habits of thought, guidance for the practical steps to resolve a physical imbalance, or deep soul healing that frees you into fulfillment of your divine potential. There is no limit to what can be healed through grace. A current of divine healing is flowing to you and through you now. Open yourself up to participate in a beautiful healing transformation. I cannot get over this, y'all. I cannot get over this. You are on a healing journey. Put your trust in the divine genius of Great Spirit and the medicine of the earth, through which divine healing can express itself. As you allow your spiritual connection to guide your earthly steps with synchronicity and divine intervention, you will be supported for a healing journey that will be profound for you. This oracle indicates a healing outcome that will enhance your soul journey. Your soul has healing gifts, and you are meant to participate fully in an exploration of healing that is of interest to you. You are meant to understand how it is that you are a healer in your own unique way, whether that be professionally or in how you are a person in the world more generally as part of your life journey. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I just got like this high. But all that talks about this. Okay. Okay. All of this that's summed up in 2 cards. But yeah, so oh good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. So glad. All right. So, yeah, that was beautiful, Christina, like, just beautiful, and I know you've been working really hard on it, and, like, you're gonna do great things. I just know it. I just know it. They are fully supporting you in this, okay? Alright, so we have Lynn next. Lynn, what is your question? What time is it? 9:31. All right. Well, she might be my last one. We'll see. I want to try and get off here by 10. You're so welcome, hun. And so thank you. Thank you for thank you for everyone that shows up for themselves to get this clarity. I mean, thank you for trusting me with this information, with these messages, and allowing me to stay in service. That's beautiful to me. So, um, oh, thank you. All right, Lynn. What does Spirit want me to know? When will I meet my soulmate? Okay. So the whole thing with timelines, though, and that was one of the things that has been coming up too, like, um, like focusing on timelines It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's, and I used to be that same way. Like, when is this going to happen? It's usually when you least expect it and you quit looking for it. So let's see. So usually the way that I look at it is what needs to be healed before the soulmate comes in, and what can you expect, because that's more of a question you would ask tarot, is what can you expect when your soulmate comes in. So let's start with that. What does spirit want Lynn to know? What do we want her to know at this time? Organize for success. Pay yourself first. Yep. Self-love. Have courage to ask for and accept help. Charlie. Hey, Charlie boy. It's such a bad hug. All right. Whoa. Put those back. That one. Face your financial fears. Okay, so obstacles and blocks are lifted. So organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. Pay yourself first. Make sure yourself is the most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and in your future. Have courage to ask for and accept help. Oh, yeah, it's absolutely possible. Soulmates can come in many different forms, whether they be, uh, family members, friends, significant others. It could be work colleagues, whatever. Soulmates are just people you have really deep, meaningful connections to. I do not have Cash App, but you can use the PayPal link in the description box, Bridget. If why can't I think about what is it? The why am I drawing a blank here, guys? The YouTube money thing. The super chat. If the super chat isn't working, you can use the PayPal link down below. Yeah, that one. Whatevs. But have courage to ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as it is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others when you are guided. And face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear, that every successful person has struggled with, and release these self-doubts. So a lot of it is about putting yourself as a priority. Dude, this dog. He just rolled all over my cards. Yeah. Boy, get off my cards. Okay. So, making sure that yourself is a priority, that you're facing any fears that you have around finances. Organize your workspace, your living space, your thoughts, your emotions. And if you need help, ask for help, whether that be from spirit or from people around you, and accept it so you can work through these obstacles, right? So then let's pull one of these. What does she need to know about love at this time? Act as if your partner is here. Whether you have met someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you always, so you will consider them. So this is about like really calling in that soulmate energy, right? So once you start working on yourself and raising your vibration, and it's also about being clear of what we want. What do we want to experience from our soulmates and our connections? What do we want in a partner? And call them in, like, okay, organizing your living space. So if there is no room for a partner, that might be something you want to consider. Start organizing things, set a toothbrush in the bathroom, and like that helps make that energy as if they're already there. So tapping in, tuning in, and like literally calling them in, letting the universe know that you're ready, but make sure that you are prepared. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, it's okay, Rebecca. It's good to see you. Um, so let's see. I feel like I want to pull one of these though. What energy does she need to encompass in order to call in her soulmate? That one. Guinevere. You got to get in touch with your heart. True love. When you have true love for yourself, you can call in true love in an instant. You will be an instant manifester. So this card says, the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. That's where it's at. Okay. Well, listen, if you feel like you need to move, then, there's nothing holding you back, right? Do your thing, live your life, go do whatever you feel compelled to do, and don't let anything stop you, okay? Yes. Awesome. All right, so I hope that helped Lynn. You're so welcome, hon. You are so welcome. All right, so is that everybody? Let me double check real quick. So if that is everyone, then I am going to call this quits. I'm going to see if Bridget wanted one real quick before I close it out. Okay, so Lynn was the last one. So Bridget, did you still want a question, hon? You trying to figure out how the PayPal thing is? I don't know if she's still in here. So I'll just say this, that if there is anyone, and listen, this is what my mini readings are basically like. So when I say I offer mini readings for $15, this is what you get. So yeah, if anyone does want a session like this, you do not have to wait for a pop-up reading. You can email me at any time at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com to get your own personal session. It will come recorded with a nice little private link for you and everything. So don't be afraid to reach out. And yeah, and if anyone does want to help support the channel and keep these things going, that donation link is in the description box. I appreciate everyone who joined in tonight. Much love, many blessings, and oh, thank you, Lynn. That's so sweet of you. I really appreciate that, hun. I really appreciate it. I might be young, but I got an old soul, that's for sure. I've been here many, 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 many times. I remember one time I was getting a past life, or it was a channel from the collective, and I asked them, I'm like, so what do I need to do with my divine, like, how do I stay aligned with my divine purpose? And they're like, this goes many, 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 many lifetimes. I was like, whoa, dude. How many minis can you put in there? Like, then I found out that I was holding on to a past life for over 700 years. That has to do with my connection to children and why I'm so protective over them. So yeah, that's a long time to be holding on to that kind of pain. Right. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yes, I see big things for myself. And that's the thing. I take on that Knight of Pentacles energy too. I might not have blown up overnight with this, but I am definitely coming into my own and taking my sweet, sweet time and enjoying the ride. That is for damn sure. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for believing me and believing in me. I don't know if I said that correctly. But believing in me and allowing me to be of service to y'all. So if anyone needs anything, please let me know. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment. And yeah, y'all, just keep doing your thing. Y'all are doing a great job. I'm so proud of y'all. And if you need me, you know where to find me. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.